Thanks for joining me. If you hop back on later, just give me a quick hello. Let me know that you stopped by to watch this week's project. It's a really, really fun project. We're going to be making this adorable little treat tote with the Notes and Totes bundle. That is a new product coming in the Stampin' Up! 2025-26 annual catalog. Super cute. That's going to launch on May 6th. So really excited. Add it to your list because you're going to want it. It is adorable. If you have not joined me before, I am Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas, and I enjoy sharing with you fun ways to use these Stampin' Up! Products to show you all the different ways that you can use them in your crafting. Hello, Liz. Welcome, friend. All right. So as I said, we are going to be making this super cute little tote, and all the work is really done with the dies from the bundle. So I will share that with you in a moment. I do want to catch you up on things going on, things that are happening. The first thing is the new rewards program with Stampin' Up! Host codes are gone. Workshops are gone. All right. So Stampin' Up! Has made it super, super simple. It's simple for customers. It's simple for demonstrators. Now, when you go and you shop at stampinup.com, you as a customer or you as a demonstrator are going to earn a 10% back in rewards with any order that is at least $20 in US dollars or more. Really, really simple program. I did my first order under the new reward system. Very, very simple to do. And that money, it just sits there for the next time. So you can spend it next time. If you want to save it for a while, get something really special later on, you can do that as well. And you have up to a year to spend it. So really fun. So go shop that and enjoy earning the rewards. And you can find them under your Stampin' Up! Account. There is a place, if you're on the customer side, then you'll see like a little gift bag. Click on that gift bag and it will show you what your rewards are. Now, if you have been shopping as a guest at guest checkout, you're not going to earn rewards. So there's two things you need to do. I want to make sure that you earn your rewards. One, Stampin' Up! Does require that you have an account with stampinup.com. The reason why is Stampin' Up! Needs to know who to connect the rewards to, right? Simple enough. So if you have not created a Stampin' Up! Account, make sure you go and do that. Secondly, you need to opt in to earn the rewards. I know that sounds intuitive, but Stampin' Up! Does require that you actually opt in. Now, if you have not opted in yet, it will prompt you with a little window that says, hey, here's the new rewards program. Here's what it's about. Do you want to opt in? Yes or no? Okay. I would think you'd want to say yes. Now, if you were a demonstrator, you're already automatically opted in as part of our demonstrator agreement. So you don't have to do anything if you're currently a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Lisa is asking if I'm still doing my monthly kits. Yes, I am. If you're talking about the Sweet Creations Club, yes. If you're talking about the craft along, yes and no. Okay. Yes for this month. And I'm going to share that with you here. Actually, I'm going to share it with you right now. So, because that was the next thing I was going to talk about. So if you haven't checked out the new rewards program, go check it out. It's super cool, so much easier. Now, speaking of kits, I am going to be doing my craft along on April 29th at 2 o'clock Central Time. I had originally planned it for this coming Tuesday, the 22nd, but I'm having a procedure on the 21st, and I don't think I'm going to be up to doing the craft along on the 22nd. Now, join me. It's free for anybody to watch on April 29th. That's a Tuesday, 2 o'clock Central. So do the math if you're in a different time zone. And I do have one kit left. And I should have enough time, fingers crossed, to get it to you before the craft along. If not, I will be emailing the replay afterwards. So if you're on my email list, you will get the replay video emailed to you. The cost of this kit is $45 to ship to you. It's got $20-something in product, probably a little bit more in consumable product for you. So message me if you want this kit. You can go to my blog at Simply Sweet Ink Designs. There is a connect option, and then you can send me a message that way. So Lisa, I wasn't sure what your question, but I'm going to go to the next one. The other thing I have is my In Color Club. And have y'all seen these 5 new In Colors? Are they just not gorgeous? I love them, love them, love them. And I am doing an In Color Club where you can collect a whole bunch of goodies, bunch of products with each of the in colors, you'll get one color per month. And it will include, like I said, a bunch of product. You'll get like an ink pad, the re-inker, half a pack of the cardstock, ribbon, blends. There's all kinds of stuff. You'll get a handmade card from me featuring your color of the month, and then just a little gift. It varies what it's going to be. And then what you'll do is you'll get one marker from the set each month. And then in the 5th month, I will send you the actual package that it goes in so that you have a place to put your markers. The cost per month is $65 a month. That does include shipping to you. There is a one at all option. So you can click in the video description here, and there is a link to my In Color Club right now. You can check out all the details. If you want to, you can sign up. There is no money due right now. I will send you an invoice on the 1st of each month. It is a club commitment from May through September. You'll get, like I said, one color per month. Y'all are probably going to ask me about the cloud cover. Okay, cloud cover is that ink and that re-inker are not yet available because Stampin' Up's having some quality control issues with that they're working through. I would anticipate I'm looking at making that the very last kit. Fingers crossed that it gets resolved by then. If not, we will have to just cross that bridge when we come to it, and we'll make some adjustment if we need to in September if the cloud cover is still not available. So, but love to be able to send you some happy mail each month from May through September. And then to club. Okay, so for the May club, I'm going to turn my camera down so you can see everything because it is actually going to be featuring the bundle that we are using today to make our cute little Mickey Mouse project. It is featuring the Notes and Totes bundle. You look at the stamp set, really not a whole lot to it other than some cute little sentiments, and I love the little hibiscus there. But the dies are the star of the show. And we will play with the dies some today. But the May Sweet Creations Club is featuring that Notes and Totes bundle, so you want to add that to your list. And it is going to be making 5 projects. I'm going to share with you just different ways that you can use the dies. This actually uses the exact same die to make a different type of bag. And then here I use just some of the cute little elements from the dies. And then we got a fun fold card here that you can lay flat for mailing with a cute little summer scene. And then of course you're going to make a cute little tote bag using the dies, which this is what we're going to make today. I'm just doing it in different colors and making it Mickey themed. All right, so if you are part of my Sweet Creations Club, you know it's $43 a month to have it shipped to you, and you earn a club gift from me after 6 consecutive months in club. If you're not part of my club and you want to just try it out for 1 month, it is $48 to try it out for 1 month. So you can message me and I can send you the link to do that. All right, so today we are going to make a super cute, oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so if anybody is asking this, because sometimes people will ask me if I'm doing a paper share. Yes, I am going to offer a paper share with the new annual catalog. Also, too, it's going to include the new online exclusives. Be on the lookout probably later next week for that. Okay, so that is coming. Let me see. I think that's all I wanted to share with you. Okay, so I am going to be going on the Stampin' Up! Orlando incentive trip next month in May. And I'm very, very fortunate. Less than 1% of demonstrators worldwide earn that trip. But honestly, it's because of you. That is the only reason I earn it, is because of you. Your support of me enables me to be able to earn that trip. And I am so appreciative of what you do to support me. And I want you to know that. But I first was not going, I'm going to flip back because I'm going to talk for just a second. Sorry. So at first I wasn't, there's an option where we can swap. And I usually do a card swap. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that this time. I'm not sure. So I wasn't going to swap. I kind of made the decision I wasn't going to do it. And then a demonstrator, her name is Liz Shannon. She is a demonstrator in the UK. She posted on Demonstrator Planning Place, which I know several of you are demos. I don't know if you saw Liz's adorable projects with the Notes and Totes bundle. One of them was a Minnie Mouse tote. And I was like, oh, that is so cute. So I had to do one that was Mickey Mouse themed. And so I did decide that I would do my swap using the Notes and Totes bundle to make this. So this is my swap for my Disney swap, or for my Orlando incentive trip swap. And what I did, because obviously I couldn't bring all these, right, like this. So what I'm doing is I'm just mailing them flat. I don't know if Susan Lowry is on. Susan was messaging me or telling me earlier, I saw her post that a comment that she said she wanted to make these to put her gratuities in for her upcoming Disney cruise. So a way that if you want to carry these for something like that, you can just have it flat. And then you could just have maybe have the end, just add a little tear and tape. And then when you get to your destination, you can just finish assembling it that way. All right, so I made 26 of those. And I will tell you, they do take a little while to make, just so you know. All right, so let's get into the project for today. Now, if you're on my email list, which I hope you are, if not, make sure you join my email list, because every Saturday at 3 o'clock Central Time, I share with you a free project sheet. So to this week's project sheet, we'll be making this cute little treat bag. And then I'm going to share with you, too, an alternate treat bag that you can make that's uses the same colors. So stick around and I will share it with you a card that's like totally unrelated, but it uses the Notes and Totes bundle and it's super cute. So make sure, check your email at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. If you're not on my email list, you can join. There is a link in the video description to do that. Today, there are no quick reference measurements because guess what? It is like really the Notes and Totes bundle does all of the work for us. But I do have a little tip for you on doing the glasses, okay, especially the frames. So I will share that with you when we get to it. We're going to start off, and I'm just going to point to you. Actually, I don't even need any of those dies. It's really these dies that I'm using, that I used. I have pre-cut out these pieces for you. There will be one I'll cut today just to show you a little tip and trick. So you're going to need to cut out 2 of these bag bases with this large die here. And I did it in real red cardstock, and that is going to be our bag. Then the pocket, which can you see right there? There's like a little V, so it's a little pocket or an envelope, and that was cut using this die, and that's also in real red cardstock. Then we're going to need, oh wait, I do need this. Let's come back to this. I need this. This is going to form the bottom of our bag right here. And then these are the straps. Those are the upright straps right here. So it's going to cut those out at one time. Going to cut me 2 straps and a base bag. We need 2 sets. We need 2 sets of those. We have one for the front, one for the back. So that's the bottom of our bag. Let me bring the bag in here for you to see. And then we have the 4 straps, 2 for the front, 2 for the back. And these are also in Daffodil Delight. And then you have your choice of handles. You can do this handle or this handle. I chose the more narrow one. We need 2 of those, one for the front, one for the back, also in Daffodil Delight. And then how I did my Mickey, I do have some punches, some Mickey punches I do that I bought a while back. But if you don't have them, you can make them with circles. And so what I use is I use the Round We Go dies. So dig in your stash. I'm sure you have circles somewhere. They may be a little bit bigger. They may be a little bit smaller. But I did the 2 small ones and then 1 large one from the Round We Go dies in basic black cardstock. And then we have here, we have the sunglasses. Now this one right here, this is a die that you're going to use. To get the solid sunglasses, you're going to want this solid image. To do the frames, you're going to want the cutout. And that is how you get these frames right here. Okay, and I did that in silver foil. All right, but I am going to teach you a tip because I guarantee you, I'm going to tell you right now, these are very, very narrow to glue. Even with the fine tip glue pen, you can, but because they are the silver foil is not very forgiving when you get glue on it. So I'm going to show you how to use the adhesive sheets to make this. All right, so let me move all this out of the way. And let's start putting our bag together. There is also another little tip I'm going to share with you on the bag. On one of the pieces, I'm going to cut off a section. There are tabs. I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and burnish the tabs so you see what I'm cutting off because I don't want all of it. So on each side, burnish your score lines. There's one on the bottom. And there's that little one there, okay? So right here, you have this really narrow, maybe 1/4 inch tab. So on only one of these, I'm gonna snip that off. I don't even want it at all because I won't need it. It will just be added bulk to my project and I don't want it. So snip off, and this is in the project sheet tomorrow. You'll see where I cut that off on one of them. Then I'm going to burnish the other piece. Okay, all right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to take, and I'm just gonna follow my directions real quick here. I'm gonna start adhering the pieces on. So I'm gonna adhere the bottom, oh, nope, don't wanna do the bottom of the bag just yet. Not yet, hold that thought, hold it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the uprights where these score lines are, but just on the inside of the score lines. So I'm gonna add a little bit of glue. I don't think tear and tape would work here because it is a little too narrow unless you have like, well, I don't even know, it'd be like 8-inch tear and tape you would need. All right, so let's go on ahead and we're gonna put these on the front and on the back, just on inside the score line. So I have my score line here, so it's not interfering with my strap. I'm going to do the same thing for the other piece. Okay, once we have this, then what we'll do is then we'll add our bag base onto each one. And you want it just above that score line. You have a bottom score line here. And you'll be able to see they kind of line up edge to edge. You'll be able to see that when you make it. All right, so we have that. That's one piece. And then we'll do the other one. Same thing. Now you can decide what's going to be the front and what's going to be the back. When I was making my swaps, I just always made the one that had the cut pieces. I just made that the front of my bag. All right, so you have a choice. You can add the handles now. And I did have that in my tutorial here. Or you can come back and you can add them later, okay? I'm gonna choose to add them later. I found that worked a little bit better for me. It kept me from crushing my handles when I was assembling the bag. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of adhesive here along this little tab. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna line up my cut end over that tab and meet it at the score line. Okay. So I have that. And then before I assemble it, because I don't want to get too much further, is I'm going to take and I'm going to pop up my pocket here with dimensionals. It's easier when it's flat to do all this other work. So I'm going to have it go pretty far down because remember, I have to put my handles on and I want to allow room for that. All right, so now we're going to do our cute little circles. And so these, remember, I cut these with the Round We Go die. So I'm going to put my little Mickey, this is his face. And then we're going to do, I feel like I have mini dimensionals. Ah, here they are. I knew I had them. So I'm going to add mini dimensionals for his ears. Again, just dig in your stash, see what you have for little circles. Or if you have punches, you could use little punches as well. And we're going to make our little Mickey head right there. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to press down on that other tab and I'm going to add glue. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. Line up those edges while it's nice and flat. It's so much easier to do this. Okay, so now we have this. And I'm going to give this just a moment to kind of set up. And then in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to do the sunglasses. So let that glue, let that dry for just a moment, and let's work with our sunglasses. Now to do the sunglasses, I am going to be using adhesive sheets. If you don't have adhesive sheets, these are awesome. They help you make stickers. And you get in the pack, you get 12 sheets that are 6 by 6. And what's really cool is they actually have like these little sections here. So like every 2 inches, you have a section. So to make it easier for me, I just kind of took a smaller little piece here. And I am going to take a piece of silver, I can't say that, silver foil. That kind of was a little bit of a tongue twister. I'm going to remove the paper backing off of one of those sections, and I'm going to line up my piece of silver foil right here over the adhesive. And then I'm just going to kind of snip that off. I don't need any more of that. Oh, I just got adhesive right there on my silver foil. Yuck. I can work around it. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my little mini cut and emboss machine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a good spot here that I don't have adhesive on. And I'm going to line up the die. Remember, the open one is for the frames. And so I'm going to just sandwich that in and run it through my machine. And so what it did is it made a sticker for me. And so now what I can do is I can take my black sunglasses. It also too, it left me 2 little hearts too. So maybe we could use that for something else. Add a cute little heart accent to something. Why am I struggling with this? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to take and I'm going to remove that little backing. I say I'm going to remove it. There it is. Okay. And so basically what we did is we just created a sticker. Way much easier than trying to do this with glue. And so I'm going to just put that right there on top of my sunglasses, and they are ready to go. All right, so I think I'm going to bring my bag back in because I think we're ready to, I think it's dried enough. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck in. Now I will tell you, I don't worry about gluing those tabs. Honestly, they're not going to come out. So I just don't even mess with it at all. So I'm just going to tuck that in. And then, because it's kind of like a little French fry box. Oops, I may have given something away. All right, so I'm going to tuck this in like that. It's a little bit tricky getting that part in. So let me go ahead while I have this here. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Now you can use tear and tape. I'm going to glue that together, and then I just kind of just wedge that into the hole, the opening there. And there you go. Just kind of press down on that. And if it helps, you may need to just kind of splay open your box a little bit, and that will help you get in those little tabs in a little bit easier. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add on the rest of my bag pieces, which is going to be the handles. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here on the larger section. And to give it the most stability, I'm going to have a good part of that handle onto my bag. Then I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing. And let's do it on the back. Okay, and then to finish up our bag, we're just going to take some mini dimensionals, and I'm going to pop, oh, wait, before I do that, nope, I don't want to do that just yet. Let me grab my little gel pen. We don't sell this at Stampin' Up, but if you're, a lot of the times the local craft stores will sell these white gel pens. And I just want to add a cute little accent right there on the sunglasses. So I'm just going to put little lines right there. Now I can put this on with my dimensionals. And I'm going to just put it a little bit at an angle, hanging off the side of the bag. And then I'm going to finish it up by adding a cute little gingham bow with my mini glue dots. And then I'll share with you what I put inside mine. Susan Lowry was talking about putting in gratuities when she's on her Disney cruise. I think that's an excellent idea to use these. You know what? I take that back. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to add some rhinestones. Let me add rhinestones, bling up the little ends of our handles here. And there we go. All right, isn't that just so cute? So cute. Like I said, the Notes and Totes bundle, the dies do all the work for you. Now what I put inside mine is I put some jelly beans. It's Easter time, right? A lot of jelly beans. These are just simple Brock's jelly beans. I pulled out the red, yellow, and black ones from my stash. Jelly Belly used to sell a Mickey Mouse themed one, and they don't sell it anymore. At least I couldn't find it. But you can order them just in the red, the yellow, and the black if you want to do that, and then make your own little mix. All right, so when I was making these bags for my swap, I was kept looking at these colors, and they kept reminding me of McDonald's French fries. So I had to do another one. Bag was put together the same, but I made it into a French fry box. So I think this would be super cute. Does anybody have the, Burger Bistro bundle? This would be cute. The little hamburger bundle, right? With some French fries. Or if you have the Friendly Seagulls stamp set from Celebration this year, this would be super cute as well. I'm going to share with you real quick how I did the M's. It's very, very simple. However, I did use a retired product. So what I did is the retired product it's called a word window punch. If you still have this, good for you. This will make things so much easier. If not, dig in your stash, see if you have something similar. So what I did is I just took my yellow Daffodil Delight cardstock. I'm showing you in white, but I first used the word window punch, and I just punched. Then what I did is I took the Everyday Arches dies, which these are available. And I took the smallest die and I just die cut it out. I did that 2 times. And then I just snipped off what I didn't need. And then that's how I made my M for McDonald's. Now, another project that I made, it is using some of the pieces from the Notes and Totes dies. And so I wanted to show you this piece right here. And I'm going to show you how I used it in the club. Right here, it's kind of a little bit like a newspaper, okay? And that's usually how I thought of it. And so right here, this is like a little newspaper that's inside the tote. I'm trying to think. I feel like I did another one too. Here's another one right here, like a little newspaper. But I thought, you can use it as a radio. And so what I did is I turned it on its side. I used the other handle, flipped it upside down, so it's like a handheld radio, and I made this bag and stuff using again, some circles. These were the stylish shapes dies that I used instead. Used the Notes and Totes sunglasses, used this square, this rectangle as my radio. And I don't know if you can tell, it actually has some embossed edges in it, so it kind of looks like a radio, and then did that in silver foil. So just some really fun ideas on ways that you can use this Notes and Totes bundle. So make sure put it on your list. It will be available starting on May 6th. And guys, that is what I have for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. The project sheet will go out at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. And guys, I hope to be here next Friday, but I may not be because I think I have to go back after my procedure. I think they want me to go back for a follow-up on Friday. So I'm not 100% sure if I will be here or not on Friday. If so, I will hope to be at 3 o'clock. I will keep you appraised of that as soon as I know. All right. What did I use for the words newsflash? That actually comes from the Notes and Totes. That is, sorry, I'm down. It's this right here. That's where it came from. It's part of that bundle. So you kind of get it all in there. All right. And then there's other cute little sentiments in there as well. All right, let me see if I missed anything. Oh, Liz likes my pokey tool. Yes, that is my Disney pokey tool that my prep angel, Pat Works, gave to me. She made it. I thought it was so cute. I thought it was, I use it all the time, but especially today, it was fun to use. All right. Oh, Diane, you're going on a cruise too. Yay. You're going to put a Disney car. Oh, for your grandkids. How fun. So fun. I love Disney cruises. I've been on 3 of them, 3 Disney cruises, and they are the best. I've been on other cruises, but I have to say Disney ones are my favorite. Okay, guys, I think that is all for today. I don't see anything else. Y'all take care. You'll have a wonderfully blessed Easter. I hope you get to enjoy spending time with your family, and I hope to see you next Friday. Bye, guys.